Tom, you can walk on it.
With my luck, I would take a flying face plant.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Trying to sneak in a little weather diversion here. As usual, not a big deal with the weather tonight, but always good to do a little weather chat like my partner, Mr. DeVecchio, does in the morning. So we'll just try to give you the latest. Not that it's anything compared to last week, which is good in a lot of people's mind, but we'll talk a little weather and then we'll do it on the news a couple times later tonight. Hello, Karen D. Hello, Queen. Cindy Lee B, hello to you. Karen D, Linda from Erie and Antlers, Jen Forever Young, Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks from Minnesota, Darlene, good to have you back. Ian from Pittsburgh, Kenny from West Springfield, Thomas from Harbor Creek, Becky Linton from French Creek, New York. Julie, great to have you with us. Joyce, hello. And who else? Anyone else? Daniel, good to have you. Terry J, Lawrence Park. All right. Sandy Lake. I love it. Mercer County. Thanks, Teresa. And Delta. I would, but I hardly ever see him. That's the deal. So what we've got going. Oh, thank you. Sometimes a dark shirt works, right? What we have going, hello, Fawn Rose from Northeast, is an up and down temperature pattern, but not a real stormy weather pattern. So give you a few views. First of all, downtown on this cloudy but quiet night. We don't want anybody to have pneumonia. Hope you can recover quickly from that, Julie. And Julie G, Union C, great snow measurements from the last storm. Thank you for that. So, it's kind of quiet no matter where you go around the neighborhood. A little bit of wind at times. So give you a quick tour. The thing that was interesting to me is with all the snow, and there's been, a bunch of it last week, that I'm looking at these sidewalks, and these people in Girard really clear their sidewalks very well. Now, if you go down to Edinburgh, and nothing against anybody in Edinburgh, but it's just a stark contrast. They probably had more snow. Regardless, it was everybody's still got a bunch, and that's the deal. So, there was a little bit of meltage tonight or today. We got up to 42 degrees as you look at the Air Puerto. Kind of quiet as well. David, good to hear from you. Washington Township checking in at 27. And, it's just one of those deals where you had very active weather and now you get a little break. So we'll look at I-90 and Peach in our neighborhood, things moving around pretty well. It was nice to see the sun. Certainly that's kind of like a psychological advantage. But for those of you who love the winter sports, right? Looking out at the bay. Now the caution is there's been some breaks in the ice, and that's one thing I'm going to key on, not only on the bay and the lake, just because, it's an unsteady situation. I'm sure there's people out recreating as we go down to Claudiat Lake here, but word to the wise, check it out first. And, there were water and ice rescues yesterday in Ohio. And that's why I'm saying this, because I'll show you what happens. And if you saw the news, you saw this. I just took 3 satellite pictures. All right. Here's one from a couple weeks ago. Okay. A lot of water, January 25th. Here's one from what would that have been last week, right? The 31st would have been Monday. So a week ago. So we built some ice with the cold temperatures. Then all of a sudden, it started to be warm the last few days or the first few days of last week. And then we get to this. Now watch this ice here. Watch how close it is to the shore. Now watch this. Boom. What happened was people, especially off the Ohio section, were getting on these ice pieces, for lack of a better term, ice shells, and they started fracturing at the shoreline. and the wind blew out of the south, and it just blew the ice back into the lake, and they had to be rescued. So you can see how far it is offshore. Here's the peninsula and the bay for us. That's how far it is offshore. And you can see it's all opened up here again and all the way down here. So there's open water there. So the lake, number one, is not ice covered. Number two, um, be careful. That's the other thing. Um, okay, so here's a pretty shot. I don't know if Jen Beatty's on with us, but she took this nice sunrise this morning over by the Church of the Nativity, which is really beautiful at any season or any time of day, but made a nice sunrise shot there. So I don't know if you're here, but thanks for doing that. That's pretty darn cool. Let's see, anybody else join? Are you in your counting house, Celine? We might have to say hello. Solitaire, great to have you here. Thanks for being here. Um, Trying to get caught up with the musicals, and thanks for being so diligent with that. I know you have more on the way, and um, I told my buddy Jeff G, who once in a while would play trumpet for you, about the what is it? Something silly, the Sinatra song, something stupid, and he said, I should do the harmony, and you should. And I said, no way, I'm not that talented. I can't even learn the song, but I will keep trying, and thank you for all you do for us here. Ginger Lee, long time no see. Good to have you here. Excellent. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, it's a concern. David, long time no see. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and if I gotta make a graph about this, but if you guys want to talk more winter weather, we're going to do a winter skywarn class Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Bayfront Library. It's free and open to the public. Instead of being severe weather skywarn, it's going to be winter weather skywarn. So, you know, if you got the time, come on down. It'll be cold, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of hucklebuck with the weather. Marcella, how are things in Texas? All right, yeah, there was a lot of excellent snow pictures. Um, I don't think you should make that venture, uh, Carol, Miss Carol, Brandon, Josh, and Grandma. That's just my opinion. Don't tell him that. Linda, great to have you here from Cockerton. Carl Dean, welcome, sir, to the show. Donna, hello from McCain. Thank you, the Queen, and all of the rest that are going to try to make that trip. It'll be fun. It's a whole new kind of Skywarn. It's winter, right? So I got to get a poster graphic up and just throw it out there. We'll have some fun. It starts at 2 o'clock on Saturday. I believe it's the 12th. So come on down, y'all, if you'd like. So as I said, it's a fairly tranquil week, as far as weather is concerned, and it was sure nice to get up to 42 here at ERI after a low of 28. So we got to see the sunshine. We did a little melting, and like I said, the temps are going to go up and down. That's the best way I can put it. You may not like that kind of a pattern, but I guess, well, I don't know if it's better. Some people like it just darn cold as long as possible to kill the germs and the bugs and everything out there. But Erie is still at 30, and it's fluctuating, right? Because we got to 42. We're coming back down. And with this little cold front that's going to come across, it's going to be much colder tomorrow. And then it's going to be warmer on Wednesday, kind of like today. And the thing's just going to bounce back and forth throughout the week. It's okay, Linda. It is okay. We understand. Lynn from Russell, great to have you here. Good to have Warren County representing. So here's the deal. We're gaining between 2 and 3 minutes of daylight per day. We're getting out of what we call solar winter. the 3 darkest months of the year. So what we get is shots of snow and rain, but not big ones, off and on this week. And we have those up and down temperatures. So it's not going to be bone chilling cold. And there's going to be some nice mild days. And there's also going to be some rain and snow showers. The snow showers are forecasted, you know, mainly tonight into tomorrow morning, right? So you get these little hits coming across, little blips, but this is nothing really that impressive. And then just as soon as those go through, see the winds? They're out of the south by tomorrow night and Wednesday. So Wednesday becomes a day like today when you get back into the low 40s. Then you get another front. You get another shot of some light snow Wednesday night into Thursday. Okay. And then that fractures up. And as you go into Friday here, the same thing happens. The winds come out of the south, the temperatures go back up, and then you get another shot Friday night into early Saturday. So this is a very consistent weather pattern. It's just different than last week. And I guess different is good because you don't have to remove the huge amount of snow and you don't have to worry about anything, like pipes freezing. Joyce, and I'll give you guys a 7-day just to, you know, get you oriented for the next 7. Joyce, there is no age, average age, anything age. Bayfront Library, Hurt Auditorium, Cindy Lee B. But yeah, we don't care. We got everybody from kids to seniors. Anybody that's a weather enthusiast, we welcome your support. Okay? Because it's just like a class with multimedia presentations. I'm trying to get my guys to come down, at least make an appearance. We shall see. But it's a good time all the time because the library always gives me plenty of time. So if the presentation is an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half with a break, they always allot me time at the end so I can answer questions and, so I don't have to be rushed is the kind of thing. So there you are. So far, no 50s, but we can do some 40s, periods of ice. I'm not looking at periods of ice. I'm just looking at periods of rain or snow showers at this point, Kevin. So I'm not looking at icing situation. Are you kidding me? Thomas, are you calling Jen Young like Spuds McKenzie or something? That's not nice. Had to throw that in. I know you didn't mean, you weren't thinking that. That's just funny to me, but then again, I'm different. All right. All right. This is the way they're putting it. They're strongly encouraged. So there you are. Nobody's going to sit there and make you do anything, but the ad says strongly encouraged. Chris, good to see you here. I know. So you have a week where you don't have to add a lot more. How do I go from 41 to 18? Well, it means some snow is coming. Not a lot, I don't think. But that's what we call an Arctic front. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we get closer. All right. Any other questions, comments, ideas for the good of the order here? I know it was a quick one, but we it's a break for me. I enjoy doing them, even if they're short. I like to talk to you guys, and you guys are so good. Great questions. So even if it's, smaller crowd or shorter time, it's okay. I'm going to try to find you, Queen, just because I have the technology. All right. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. My famous statement. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. So we got the airpuerto back, and we got to swing the camera. It's not too bad out there, I would imagine. Hopefully the wind's not too gusty. So we'll swing it on over to your she shed and entertain any last minute comments, questions, ideas. You notice I never say the word complaint because that happens with regularity. All right, I think she's moving towards the outside. Yeah, boy, look at the snow piles out there. Holy mackerel. As Chris would say, where do I put it? You know, that's up the height of your she shed there. It's almost up to the roof. Better keep those snowboards clean. You don't want anything anything messing with the measurement out there. Not that that's ever happened. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Thanks for giving us that little wave. Okay, yeah, she's pretty good at that. Uh, yes, and of course the always open invitation uh, that we do have another show after midnight called the Weather Nightcap. Yeah, Julie G, if you can come down, come on down. Um, so if you're up late after midnight, just come back to the same place and right here on Jet Fox Sherry Facebook, and we'll talk some more. I should. I should, but you know what? Cams cost money. So we got to find a sponsor, Daniel. Find me a sponsor in Wattsburg. I would love to have one out there. Where is this at? I'm not sure what you're asking. This is the airport. If you like the shot there, if you're talking about the class, the class is at the library, at the Hurt Auditorium, Bayfront Library in Erie, Pa. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks for the chat. You all stay safe and warm. It will be colder tomorrow. It's going to be more like 27 instead of 42. But then we'll go right back up again on Wednesday. So take care of yourselves and each other. Make the most of the weather. We will be back. I will be back after midnight for the Weather Nightcap. And we'll keep trying to do a few of these things as well, just to keep you up on the latest in the evening for those of you who can't stay up late. All right, guys, make it a good night. Hope to see you down the road. Take care.